Okay, thank you everyone for joining. This is welcome to the African Girls Empowerment Network STEM Girls Initiative Virtual Space, episode 52. Wow, it's amazing. It's not been easy, and but we are grateful because we are here again. Okay, so as we start, I would like to tell us all to please mute our microphones, please. In case you're not talking, you're not asked upon to talk, kindly mute your microphones. And then while the recording of the show is on, please um our cameras should be put off at least to enable low bandwidth, and also a good connection. Also, please, other if you have any question during the conversation, the interactive session, and you want to drop for the speaker or chip into the questions we have, kindly, kindly type on the chat box. Thank you. Okay, women, as we know, are no less than any man in any field. Over time, we have seen several examples of women excelling in various STEM fields and serving the society for the larger cause. We at the STEM Girls Initiative, we aim to groom girls with the same kind of inspiration and zeal at the heart to excel in STEM fields and do their best. In this talk show, this platform has been set aside for women to talk to girls in aspiring to excel in the field of STEM. Also, this is to ensure that all girls' participations in STEM fields is well represented. Okay, we are sure that after hearing from our guests today, all the audience will be inspired to reach the stars. And during this talk show, we would be conversing with a woman in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. A woman who has made a marks and have now graciously taken the time to come here, tell us about her journey, and share with us her wisdom. Okay, yeah, we have an amazing speaker in the house today, Mrs. Chidima. Do okay. It's a pleasure to have you in our midst today. Yeah, Chidima is a passionate young pharmacist with close to a decade of experience in community pharmacy practice, where she has committed all her time, and then she has been offering a pharmaceutical care to clients that enables them to lead better lives and then strive their works. Now, she's currently rounding up her master's degrees in clinical pharmacy from the University of Nigeria. She also has the passion for, for empowering young women and with knowledge to maximize their talents. Her platform, Tuition Notes, is dedicated to this cause also. And then, aside from her being a pharmacist, she is a team lead at 12 Proof Services, an editing company where they do editing and writing. And then she's the founder of that organization, that company. So they are also based on publishing articles and writing and proofreading, formatting and publishing of articles for authors. Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Chidima, for taking the time to be part of hers here today.
It's an honor, Tina. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome, ma'am. Okay. Are you ready for questions, ma'am? Do we?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay. Um, having gone through your profile, we've come to know that you are really a strong woman, an exceptional one at that. Not just focusing on one thing alone. I really love you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so our first
Thank you.
question for you is, what is your field of study and what got you interested in it?
Okay, my field of study is clinical pharmacy. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm grateful. Thank you for the time that you're making to come and listen to me. It's an honor, and I do not take it for granted.
Yeah, the pleasure is all ours.
Okay, my field of practice is clinical pharmacy, and I work in a community pharmacy. A community pharmacy is people that run pharmacy outlets. I'm sure you're familiar with pharmacy outlets. So essentially, what got me interested in community pharmacy is because it gives me an opportunity to interact with my patients and help solve their health needs. Like we always say, a pharmacist is your most accessible health professional. So we are there to listen to you when you must have maybe seen a doctor. We are there to answer all your medicine related questions. We are there to counsel you on compliance and how to get the best out of your medications. So because of that contact with patients, that was what interested me in the practice. And that was why I went for clinical pharmacy. Hello, are you there?
Yes, yes, we are. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, so during this work, um, what inspired you to become who you are today? Because I know behind every successful man, just like they used to say, there is always a woman. And now, to you as a woman,
Okay.
and your success, there must be an
Yes.
inspirer, a mentor to you. So what inspired you to become
Yeah,
who you are today?
someone that was like a mentor to me was my lecturer in school. Even though he's late now, he died about 2 years ago. He's a professor of clinical pharmacy. He was a huge inspiration. He was someone I looked up to, and he was, even when I was in before, because he's also my lecturer in my master's, but he was back from when I was an undergraduate student. I looked up to him. I asked him questions. He was there to guide and instruct me. So that is it.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad that it's a man that has inspired you to be of whom you are today. In the world today,
Yes,
so
we
many
did. We did when I was in. Oh, okay, sorry. We didn't have much female lecturers in school. I can count them. We had more of the males than the females.
wow. That's the essence of this Safe Girls Initiative,
Yes,
and
yes.
this field is well dominated by men. Like, and now seeing the women have been neglected in this. So some parents traditional, I don't know, maybe it's their tradition or something. They will just tell you, a woman, you are going to end up in the kitchen. So there's no point wasting your time saying you want to become a doctor, you want to become a gynecologist or an engineer. What do you want to use it for when you waste all the time? So there's no point going there. At all, at
It's
all.
bad. Some parents would, if they have the option of training a male child or a female child in school, they will opt for the male without, they don't even ask question, is this person going to do better than the female? Just because it's a male. And then some people will tell you, why would I train a female in school? And then after training her, she'll get married, and then she'll become another person's property, and all my suffering and stuff like that. It's bad.
Honestly.
It's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah, it is not at all. And that is the essence where we are pushing to see that women are at least are well represented, like well participated in this field also.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So our next question is, tell us about the difficult situations or challenges you have overcome in pursuing a career in STEM as a woman, particularly in your field of work. So
Okay, this I didn't have much of a challenge.
okay.
I would say because when I was starting out in sciences,
Yeah.
I was good in sciences, and so I went for sciences. So I didn't. Okay, maybe I would say the workload at some point, it was like, are you sure you can go through this? But then I had some colleagues in school who were females and who were doing well. So I knew it was not about the fact that I was a girl or a woman. This thing is not about, in fact, the best graduating student in my set is a woman, is a lady. So even the sets before my set, the best graduating student in pharmacy, UNN, that set, is a girl. So I knew it was just a matter of maybe this course is difficult. Like maybe I need to put in more effort, but as of whether it's something I can do, I knew that once I'm able to put in the effort and I'm focused, it's something that I can scale through.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, so what experience from your challenge has propelled you to working as a pharmacist as well as being a team lead in this your tough proof services?
You said what experiences?
Yes, what experiences from your challenge that you've encountered has propelled you to working as a pharmacist as well as being a team lead at this tough proof service that you mentioned to us?
Okay, the major one thing that stood out for me is there's this imposter syndrome that young people experience.
Okay.
I cannot do this. The fear of starting out, you feel you're not good enough, you don't have what it takes. And sometimes you feel that maybe because for instance, the secondary school you attended, these people, I remember when I entered school, I had my colleagues, or would I say classmates then, it will look as if they had a better foundation
Of
in
course, this is one
sciences,
of the
but you're
issues.
just you feel like, are you sure I can do this? But
Yeah.
the truth is that is exposure matters a lot.
Wow.
If you feel you don't have what it takes to do something, you go and get equipped. If you have to take extra classes, if you have to pay someone to coach you, you do all that it takes. Because by the time you get for instance, if there's a particular science course you're finding it difficult in, by the time you get some coaching or training, I remember in my secondary school, I loved mathematics, and that was because around my SS2, just before I wrote my O-level exam,
Okay.
my math teacher then, she is a woman, and we all feared her. But one day she told somebody to come and call me in class, and I was like, what have I done? You know, I checked through my assessments book for any comments or anything. I didn't see anything there. So I said, let me just go and answer her, know what I've committed. So, but when I went to her, she was like, I know your dad. I'm going to keep an eye on you from today.
Wow.
You have to pass my subjects. And because of that, I took interest in mathematics. Like,
Wow.
I gave it
Wow.
special attention because
Yeah.
I knew that whenever I submit my script, she's going to scrutinize me. She's
Of
going to
course.
single me out and check and be
You
sure
can
that
even be
I'm
bullied
listening
for
in
that.
class.
You do not.
Yes. So all of that just pushed me. I spent more time studying mathematics because I know that I cannot. If she gives an assignment, I'll make sure I do it before I come for the next class, because I know that she's going to call me up and ask me questions.
Yeah.
So I believe when we pay attention to coaching people, teaching them, all the fears that comes with, will I be able to do this, or all of that will be taken care of.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this interactive section. So many schools these days. It's virtually. Let's take for instance, while I was still in secondary school, then also it was just meals, and we only had just one female teacher, which was our civic education teacher. Funny enough, a man taking biology, you know. And
Yes.
even at times when you want to even pick up interest for this, then because of the way the men are, you'll be like,
They
please, I don't
handle
want.
the
Of
courses.
course, yeah. You feel like you feel, please, I don't even like this again. I had a friend of mine that said, no, I can't just be doing biology. She had to go for agriculture. I was like, what? Because then the option, it was optional. So
Okay.
I
And then
believe
sometimes, okay.
yeah, I believe when we have people like that to coach, like teachers, female teachers that feels concerned about
Yes.
them, yes, that can build up the mindset of the girls. That will inspire them to, okay, somebody is keeping watch over me, just like you said, somebody kept watch over you, and that was why you pushed further. Yeah, thank you very much for
And
sharing that with
it's
us.
also, sorry, let
Yeah.
me just add something. It's
Okay.
also the impression you give them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when I was in school, even before you start taking a particular course, you've heard people, your seniors, people that went before you came, they tell you stories about a particular course, that this course is a no-go area, that this one happened, and you come with that fear. You come with that you're trembling, you're like, these things I've heard about this course, are you sure I can do this?
Yeah, that
But
fear alone has
that
gripped you.
same course, when you get a good teacher, everything will just be simple.
Of course. Yeah, thank you very much, mom. Okay, so we'll go to
Preconceived notions also help.
sorry, we lost that line. Can you rephrase?
So I don't know where you stopped hearing me. So I was trying to say that
Okay.
our preconceived notions, things that our colleagues that came before us tell us about a particular course, tell us about a particular field,
Yeah.
has a way of shaping how we approach that challenge.
Yes.
You're already coming with your that defeats mentality instead of coming with a fresh mind to take a course and then do well in it. You're coming with that this is not something I can do mentality.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. So, and next question is, which social problem do you think is most urgently needed to be solved when we talk about girls in STEM?
Okay, the social problem I've talked about this imposter syndrome.
Okay.
Women or girls should be taught that with determination, with focus, they can achieve anything they set their minds to achieve, because it starts with when they understand that they can do this, then they can take a step in trying to achieve it.
Yeah. So it's
Then the other thing is, you say?
okay. I mean, it is not just about you and deciding, but it's about making a step to achieving it. You know?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. They also need some information, just like you are doing. When I was in secondary school, I didn't have there was no one I could go for to give me counsel on career choice or career path. But these days, they are there. People, there are people that are there to educate young women, to guide them, to teach them, to tell them opportunities are available to them.
Waiting for them.
Yes, yes. So it helps to boost their confidence and then better prepare them to make an informed choice, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so are there skills required to becoming a pharmacist?
Yes, there are skills that you need. There are soft skills like you have to be hardworking. Pharmacy is not for the faint-hearted. Okay, because why I say that is because you need a 50 to pass. Unlike other departments where you need a 40. Other departments with 40, it's a pass. But in pharmacy, once we entered second year, they told us, because in first year is 40, but from second year, you now start doing pure pharmacy courses. They told us your pass mark, that's 50 over 100. So you need to be hardworking, you need to be resilient, you need to be focused, and then attention to details is very important because you're dealing with people's life. A doctor can make a mistake and he'll be excused, but once the prescription gets to you, you are supposed to identify the mistake in the prescription and then liaise with the doctor to correct it. Otherwise, you can go to jail for it. So you really need to pay attention to details. You shouldn't be the kind of person that is a careless person, because you're dealing with human life.
Wow, thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, so when you were a student, did you feel any peer pressure, especially because you're a woman?
Peer pressure? No, no, no. I
Oh,
didn't feel any pressure.
okay, so you've not found yourself in an environment, maybe while in school, you being a pharmacist and in the midst of many guys, and they'll be like, what are you doing in science self?
No, no, no. There was
You
nothing like
haven't. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so what advice would you give to young girls to overcoming these obstacles, these standing barriers in STEM?
Okay, barriers in
Yes.
taking a career in STEM.
Yeah. What advice would you love to give to our young girls out there to overcoming these obstacles and standing barriers in STEM?
Okay, my advice to young girls is that the first thing is to identify yourself. And identifying yourself starts with asking questions, trying to study yourself. What made me not to go into arts was because I didn't like literature in English.
Mm.
And so I opted for sciences. So you ask yourself, what interests you? What are your interests? What are you passionate about? And is you will not sit in your house and know all these things. It's when you ask questions that you'll be able to get answers. So what are your interests? Have you identified what they are? And then understand that your path is unique. You are not supposed to follow your mom's path or your dad's path. Maybe some people will tell you my dad is a doctor, my mom is a lawyer, and because of that they want me to study law. It's not supposed to be like that.
It isn't.
Some parents will force their children to take a career path. Sorry, there's a noise in my background.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
hear
okay.
me?
Yes, I can. Yes, we can.
Okay, some parents will tend to force a career path on their children because they didn't get the opportunity to tread that path. It's not supposed to be like that,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, they are going to, what the measure of how successful you are is how fulfilled you feel in that career path. So it has to start with asking yourself questions and then identifying what it is that interests you, what you're passionate about, and then looking out for role models, people that will guide you, instruct you, people that you can look up to, people that you can ask questions that will tell you this is the way forward in this career path. And by the time you explore those options, you know the one that will best suit you. And when you find those paths, you understand that you can achieve anything at all, as long as you set your mind to achieving it and you work every day in that path. There are sacrifices to make, you have to study, you have to, these days, anything you want. Okay, when I wanted to go into, I don't know if I can talk about my editing business here, my company. Is that
Sure,
okay?
sure, you're
Let me
fine.
just,
It's okay.
okay, let me just use it and explain something. When I finished my first degree,
Okay.
it was, I knew I loved reading, writing. So
Okay.
I wanted to go back to the university and study English.
Okay.
You know, I believed it will further position me to
So that.
edit, write for people. But when I spoke with secondary school, I just called him after I'd finished my youth service, and I was like, I want to take another jam. I want to study English. He said, no, you don't have to do that. There are courses you can take online. There are videos you can watch. You know, these days, once you're sure of the path you want to take, there are resources everywhere. There are videos on YouTube you can watch. There are messages, people that are in your field that have gone ahead that you can listen to and get inspiration from. So you don't have to just sit back and not do anything. There are resources online. Some of them are free, some are paid. You can start with the free ones. Read about how to be a successful pharmacist. It can interest you that if you Google something like that, Google has answers to almost every question. You will find answers. So
Okay, thank you very much. So how can we increase girls, young women participation in STEM?
To increase participation in STEM for young women. So I think I've mentioned something like that before. This awareness thing, when people know that you have answers to their questions, they know where to go for answers. Increase awareness, what those courses are about, what you need to be able, like in your secondary school, what you need to get to be able to study a particular course, particular STEM course, you know, mentors, role models that they can go to ask questions, that they can see and look up to, that one day I'm going to be like this person and possibly outdo this person, you know. All
Yeah.
of that can help to increase your participation in STEM careers.
Okay. Are there scholarship programs are there any scholarship programs you are aware of that you can mention to help our girls that are pursuing careers in STEM?
There are some scholarships that are available, even though I don't have any of them off heart now, but there's a website, there's this Wow Foundation.
Okay.
I'll type it in the chat box now. WAA.foundation.org.
Okay.
Go to the website, number is unique for Africa, for women in for yeah. So I think the first thing is to study, because some of these education, I think if somebody wants to apply with their O-level results.
Okay, thank you.
Are you there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so our next question is what would you consider to be your greatest achievement as a STEM woman and as a passionate person
My
all the time?
my greatest achievement is in my practice has to do with when I'm able to solve a health problem for a patient or my client, or when I come in contact with somebody that is doing something wrong in the way they handle their drugs or the way they take their treatments, and I'm able to correct it, and the person is happy and goes on to live a better life. That is what gives me satisfaction.
That's good. Thank you very much, ma'am. So, life saving is one of the things that gives you satisfaction, and this is one of the greatest achievements you've received so far.
You're welcome.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, so our next question is: in Nigeria today, we are currently facing several insecurity issues globally. So, what contributions do you have to solving these problems in your field, with your field? Sorry.
How pharmacy is solving insecurity problem?
Yes.
What I can say is how we are managing the insecurity problem. I am not sure of anything we are doing in particular to solve the problem, but we've been able to devise means to manage the problem.
Okay, so
innovation is
I mean, yeah,
ideas, they say.
I mean in health insecurity, health insecurity. Um, since you are in a pharmacist, I believe there should have been various things, maybe one or two things you guys might have put in place um, to solving this problem. Because this is just not one, but it is global, you know. The health issue these days is tomorrow you will hear of Ebola, next tomorrow you hear of another thing. So a lot have been going on.
Okay.
So
Okay,
what
I
have
get.
you guys done from your area in solving this?
Okay. Um, Community practice is about bridging the gap between the patients and the doctor. So when we talk about insecurity in health, or we talk about outbreaks, the truth is that people contribute to how far an outbreak can go. So the recent outbreak, the monkeypox, I was telling my people at the pharmacy that they should not be too quick to touch a patient that comes with a kind of blisters on their body, because the moment you touch, it begins to spread. So what we are doing is that we are making sure we are informing people. When you feel like this, you come and see you come and see a pharmacist. The pharmacist knows when to refer you to go and see a doctor, and so you can have a proper checkup. We are not just interested in you come, we give you medications and you go. There are situations where the patient comes, you look at the situation and you refer to the doctor immediately, because the earlier the person begins to get treatment, the better the outcome and the less time it will take to spread. Do you get? It will be easier to curtail the outbreak.
Wow.
So essentially what we are doing is information. We inform people about how to identify if there's an outbreak. We can do a kind of a health outreach where we talk to the community on how to identify a particular outbreak and what to do when the person next to you, you suspect that this person has this virus, for instance.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so during your studies, what did you find enticing? Are there been enticing programs that had gained your interest, like that has captured your interest in pursuing this career?
Enticing programs.
Yes, I mean,
I'm not sure I understand the question.
okay, during your studies, what did you find enticing? Like, what enticing programs have captured your interest in pursuing a career in STEM?
Okay. I love volunteering too, and I love outreaches. So I think sometime in my fourth year or so, I don't know if it's a program, but I understood that I can partner with some people, some organizations to go for medical outreaches. And yes, because I remember then in my school fellowship, my departmental fellowship, we go for medical outreaches, free medical outreaches, where we talk to people, we educate them on drug use, proper drug use, compliance and all. So it was an avenue for me to feel like, oh, nice, this is something I can also do from time to time to give back to the community, you know.
Yeah, so you can possibly say this has made an impact. Okay, that has been like a practice that has brought impact to promoting and preventing the human reproductive health of people, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Counsel people, tell them, you know, there are
Yeah.
stereotypes associated with the use of family planning and all that. Some will tell you once you use family planning, you're not going to have a baby again. And
Yeah.
some of them, most of them are wrong. So information has to do with telling them the right thing,
Okay.
busting some, could I say, notions that are wrong that people hold,
Yeah.
that is keeping them from living healthy. And when they don't get some family planning, some of them resort to the option of removing the baby. Some others will give birth to children every year, and it affects the health of the woman and the baby sometimes. So all of that.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am. We've learned a lot from your insightful words. So I don't know if there is any message, any question from the audience, any additional suggestion, anything? Do you have anything to say? Hello, audience. Do you have any question for our guest today? Okay, it seems we do not have any other question. Okay, so I'll briefly um, come back here to tell us a little about this program. Okay, the STEM Girls Initiative program is an initiative of African Girls Empowerment Network. This show has been set aside to ensure that girls' participation in STEM is increased. Okay, so we want to see a large number of girls participating in STEM and then helping them um, perform well in the academics, especially in STEM subjects in their tertiary institutions. Okay, so um, the Age Network has 5 major pillars. We have the STEM girls, we have the Vet for Women, we have the Belay by Choice, we have the Moment for Women initiative, we have the Age Cares initiative, and lots more. Okay, so this show is part of what the STEM Girls Initiative is all about. So the STEM Girls Initiative, we have the mentoring for those that need mentors, young girls out there, you've been lacking behind and you need a mentor, contact us at Age Network for a mentor. I will connect you to experts in your field, in any field that you want to study in STEM, any area, be a gynecologist, a doctor. You have experts in those fields that can coach you. And hello, hello.
Hi, Martina.
Okay, I'm glad you can still hear me. Okay, so
Yes, I can.
yeah, just like I was saying, also these are our missions for STEM Girls Initiative to encourage to promote girls' participation in STEM. So hear the stories and journeys of women in these fields and then help the girls to get inspired and get connected and have answers to their questions. So girls out there, if you have a question, you can contact us. We have an answer for you here. So we're waiting for your messages. Um, okay, so For others that want to get involved in this program, we have you can become a STEM girl for the girls in school. If you have a girl in school, maybe you own a school and you need us to organize one of our programs in your school, you can just contact us. Just reach out to us here at H Network STEM Girls Initiative. We're available. Okay, so you can also become a mentor, a volunteer. So you can mentor a girl as mentor, just like we have a speaker here today. She's here to mentor us. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, for being here. So these women will also help give you assistance in your questions, in your paths and joining on this career. Okay, so for others still want to get involved, you can become a partner, can become a friend, can become a volunteer, become a donor, can become a STEM girl ambassador, can become a donor, and many more. So for you that is out there and has been looking for opportunity like this, I believe now we have brought it to your doorstep. You can easily contact us at H Network. You can see our connections here. So on H Network, you can contact us, STEM Girls Initiative. You can just say on our email, stemgirls@agenetwork.org, through our Facebook page, you can see us, the Age African Girls Empowerment Network, STEM Girls Initiative. You can still reach us on the Twitter. You can see us, the Age Network. We also have the STEM Girls Initiative there. Just type at STEM Girls NG. You will see us there. So we also have a telephone numbers, a WhatsApp contact displayed here. You can just reach out to us on one of our programs. If you want to be one of us, you can just reach out to us. Thank you very much for participating, for being part of this virtual space. Okay, does anyone else have anything to say before we call it off here? Hello. Is anyone in? Please, you are there. Just respond now, please. Oh.
Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Chidima. Thank you for the great insight you shared with us today. We're very happy to have you here today. And I personally, I know I've learned a lot from your presentation. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Hi, Tina. Well done.
Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can now.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for participating in this virtual space today. So I want to call you up today on the 52 episode of STEM Girls Virtual Space. Thank you everyone for joining. And also don't forget, I said we have our contact. You can just follow us on Instagram, Twitter, you can follow us on Facebook. You can join us, you can contact us to organize one of the programs in your school. Thank you very much. And then have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Chidima.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, our guests. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
Okay,
Take
so
care.
yeah. Also, I was saying after the virtual space, we would like to add you to our WhatsApp group, our mentors group, so you join the conversation there.